G'day there everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Now you've worked really hard to create an amazing SharePoint page. It might be a homepage template, it might be some other type of page. Now we want to try and replicate that and make that available and copy that across to different sites so then they can use that as well. All right, so that's what we're going to take a look at. We're going to use Power Automate, create a nice little Power Automate workflow that when we select a page, we can copy that to a destination site. So we can see here I've created a landing page on a site called Site Template. It's got all our web parts. It's structured the way that we want it. Now we want to replicate that to different sites. So across into Power Automate, we're going to create a new flow. So I'm going to click the create button. We're going to use an instant cloud flow and we'll skip this for now and we'll jump into the editor. You can see that I'm in the new visual experience of the editor. I'm just going to switch back to Classic Designer for this particular workflow, and I'm going to create a trigger first on item for selected item. It's called for selected item, and then what that's going to do is trigger when an item is selected in our document, in our site pages library. Now the site address, we will need to paste in that, so I'm just going to jump over here and copy the URL. I'm going to enter a custom value here and we will paste the URL in there. It's just because it's a new site at the moment. Now the list name, you'll notice that we don't have any lists appearing, or we won't have the site pages library won't appear inside of this drop down list. So what we need to do is use the ID of the library. So to get to the ID, we just need to go to Site Contents, and we'll find the site pages library and we'll go to settings, and then in the URL at the top here after the equal sign, that's the ID of this site pages library. So I'm going to copy this. I'll flick back over into Power Automate, and then I am going to paste in, I'll use enter a custom value and we'll paste in that ID. Now, we're also going to add an input at this stage. So the input is going to be the destination URL. All right, so we're going to paste in the URL of the site that we want to copy this page to. Now, the next step is we need to get the file properties. So I'm going to search for the action of get file properties, and we will, that one there, and we'll pop that in. Again, we need to grab the site URL, which is site template, paste that in as a custom value here. So I'll just go to enter custom value, paste that in there. And again, in here, what we need to do is we need to paste in the ID, because what you'll see is we only get the document library names, not the site pages library. So I'll open back up this trigger. I'll copy the ID, I'll paste that same ID in there, and now we're good to go, except we need, that's the wrong ID. We need to paste it in the library name and then pass in this bottom bit down here, we need to pass in the ID of the actual file that we've selected. Now I'm just going to jump back up into the library name. I'll go to enter custom value, and then I will paste in the ID, same as the ID from the list name above in that trigger. Now that we've got the selected item, we've got the properties, we want to copy the file. All right, so I'll jump into here. We'll find the copy file action. There it is there, and then we'll open this up. So the current site, again, we need to grab the URL of the current site. We need to select enter custom value, and then we'll paste the address of the site there. The file to copy, now we don't need the ID here. We need a different property. We need the identifier, which is this one here, because this is the item that can be used in any file related actions. Okay, so that's why we get the file properties, so that we can get access to this particular property here. Now the destination site address, remembering that we're up here, we're grabbing the input. So the destination URL is what we want to paste in or get the value of into this destination site address. So if I jump in here, go to destination URL, it appears there. The folder destination in our case is going to be site pages, no space. And then we've got an option, if another file is already there, what do we want to do? Copy it with a new name, fail the action, or replace it. So we're going to replace this, and now I'll give this a name. So we will say copy file. Actually, let's go copy page. and we'll save that workflow now. So once that saves, it's going to be attached to that document library or the site pages library, inside of the site template site. So we'll jump back into the site pages library. Here's our page. Now, when I select the three little dots and I go under automate, what we will see appear is our new little workflow. It's called copy page. Now, when we trigger that, it's going to open up the panel on the right-hand side. We're going to grab the URL of our destination site, which is the global sales site. So now we're going to be asked, because it's the first time that we've run this, we're going to be asked to sign in. I'll paste the URL of global sales in, and then we'll run that flow. So it's started this flow now. If I jump back into and have a look at the history, so I'll just jump back into here, and we can see that that's now running. We'll refresh. It's now succeeded. If we jump over to global sales, and we'll go into the site pages library of global sales, and just to double check to make sure that we've got a new page in there, let's go and have a look. And we can see that there's the page, and let's just publish that page. So we'll go to more, we'll go to publish. And then what we can do is open up that page, and that same replica of the page that we just had and we created is now in our destination site, just as we have it in that site pages template, in the site template site there. All right. So there we go. You can create a nice little Power Automate workflow to be able to copy your pages from site to site. You can build up your pages or your page templates and then replicate those into the sites that you want. Hope that brings you some value today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.